How do you stay motivated? I got a comment a while back, I think it's deleted now, where somebody said that they have no motivation to draw or to do art, and that they don't think that they're good enough to draw, or that their skill is, or that they're not as good as I am, and that it's so hard to find motivation if you see other people drawing well, or what you consider well. And I want to talk about that in this video. How do you stay motivated? Well, it's really hard. I'm gonna tell you. It translates to a lot of things in life, and for this video I think I'm going to use this drawing of a bison that I did, or two drawings. They're not particularly good, to be honest, not at all, at least in my opinion. They're not. But this is probably the first and biggest point that I'm trying to make here. That is, you are always your own biggest critic. Or I have drawings that I think are absolutely useless, and I'm never going to show them to anybody. I'm never going to post them. I'm definitely not going to post them on Instagram or anywhere. And then people tell me, hey, you know what? That's pretty good. And I had somebody at work tell me that if they had all the best pencils and the best material, and if they had 5 days or longer just to draw this quick sketch that I did, they would never ever be able to do it on my level. And I just thought to myself, man, it's a pretty shitty sketch of mine. But it just goes to show how other people might perceive your art is always a little bit more different than you perceive your own skills and competences. Your own skill and competence. And yes, of course, there might actually be people who criticize your work, and that is completely fine. Everybody has a different taste, everybody sees things differently, especially people who also do art, who also draw, who also know what they're doing a little bit. Then it's completely okay, and then you can take that up as sort of, if it's constructive criticism, you can talk about that. And you can say, okay, what would you have done? How would you have done it differently? Or question your own actions, why did I do it that way? Why wasn't it good that way? Whatever. But the motivation behind it is, do you think I had motivation to draw all of those hairs and all of this texture in the bison's head? I just wanted to do a quick fun sketch in the morning here because I had time before I have to go out. You think I enjoyed that? All of that hair, all of those. Where do I draw the motivation for? What does it give me? Especially when I look at it and I start to think in my head while I'm drawing it, man, it's not. Yeah, I imagined it better in my head, or maybe I should start over again. Maybe I should. I found the best way you can find motivation to do art is to first of all look at your old drawings. Always keep your old drawings. Maybe even your childhood drawings, whatever. Look at them and think to yourself, man, I might not be on the level of that guy on the internet. I might not be on the level of Andrew Tischler or if he sketches something that looks amazing. I'm so far off of that. That's you can't even imagine. I'm not academically trained or anything. He isn't either, I think, but it doesn't matter. My point is, always compare yourself to your past self. That is the biggest motivator. Other people have made different experiences in life. Other people might have had more time than you. Other people might have just simply had more motivation, whatever. Maybe they're just harder workers than you, so they're a little bit more far ahead of you. Completely normal. Do not lose motivation because of that. Compare yourself always to yourself, to your own sketches, to your old drawings. For me, it's especially tough because I have so many big breaks in between where I do art and where I don't do art. Sometimes I look at drawings that are 5 years old and I think to myself, man, how did I do that? I couldn't do that today anymore. I'm so out of practice. But it's also motivating to know, hey, I have been there on that level. I have done this already. Me, this person, I can do it again. It's also the same with fitness. I struggle a little bit with overeating and food and things like that. And I've lost a ton of weight. And I used to be really, really fit and really in shape. Now I have built some muscle, but I'm definitely not as lean and aesthetic maybe as I used to look at a certain time, a certain point in my life. But I know that I know how to do it because I've done it before, and I can do it again. And that is always my motivation, and this is what I'm working towards. Always have a goal in the future to motivate yourself. That's very important. Always look in the future when things are sucking now at this very moment. Think to yourself, I'm pushing through this now because at the end of it, I have a finished drawing, a finished sketch, whatever, and I can move on and I can become better. At work, if something sucks, think to yourself, man, yeah, this sucks right now at this moment, but think about the future, think ahead and think, okay, if I'm doing this, then I'm gonna get to this other certain point, and that's gonna motivate you. Time's gonna pass. But try not to live in the future too much. There is a book, it's called The Power of Now, an audiobook. It's so good. And he talks about how you should live in the moment and not think about the future as this obtainable thing that you have to work towards. In moments where it sucks, you need to embrace it and think about the future. And in moments that are great, just stay in the present. The paradox is when things suck at the moment, you're so into it. You're so into the negativity. You're so into this negative moment right now. But when things are good and you're just having fun, you're just chilling, the thoughts, you think about the future, you think about, oh man, tomorrow I need to be at work again and things like that. So try it the other way around. When you're happy, when things are awesome, try to live in the moment right now and don't think about work tomorrow or school tomorrow. And if the moment sucks right now, think about the future. Turn it around a little bit. And just get out your pencils and your paper, your sketchbooks, and draw. Fill a whole sketchbook. Don't look at your drawings too long and compare it to people on the internet and, I'm not on that level, that sucks. And no, just keep on drawing. Eventually you will draw something that you're gonna like, maybe almost by accident. It will look so good, you're so amazed by the things that you have done. And then you keep that reference point and you think to yourself, man, I did so much and I got to this point. If I continue to do it, I'm gonna end up at an even better point in the future. I hope that was not too confusing. Follow me on Instagram. Definitely. I'm also gonna start a TikTok pretty soon. But for now, follow me on Instagram. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. And I hope I'll see you around on the channel, okay? Thank you so much for watching. Bye.